Hi, my name is Taylor with Cherry City Guns and Ammo. Today we're taking a look at my new Savage Axis 2 22-250. Stick around.
Alright, I'm joined today by my oldest daughter, Taylor. Taylor just graduated from college, got her bachelor's degree along with a couple of minors, and did it all in under 3 years, kicking ass. And she is a different sort of girl. She likes killing stuff, she likes a lot of hunting, she likes collecting skulls. And so we asked her about what she might want for a graduation gift, and she said, I want a coyote gun.
Yep.
She has a Savage Axis that she's had since she was 12 in 270, and it's killed a coyote, a nutria,
Lots of deer.
lots of deer. That Savage Axis 270 has taken a lot of stuff over the years. And it's original Savage Axis, so that means the trigger is freaking terrible. But you know that gun's done really well for her. It shoots really well. For a budget gun, the Axis rifles all tend to shoot really, really well. I've always been really impressed by them. So that's what we went with here. We went with Savage Axis. This is the Savage Axis 2. I think the main difference on it is it's got the AccuTrigger, and the AccuTrigger is heads and shoulders better than that
So
original
much better.
Axis trigger. The original Axis trigger, it's a clean break, but
heavy.
the weight on that trigger pull is extremely heavy. So, she thought about doing a 204 Ruger because she's seen my 204 Ruger. She's shot my 204 Ruger, killed a sage rat with it while we were antelope hunting,
Yeah.
and was pretty impressed by it. And she was going that way, and I said, well, if you really want a good coyote gun, the 204 Ruger's not bad, but it doesn't have enough mass to keep those incredible velocities for a long distance. So it'd be a 200 to 300 yard coyote gun at best. I said, think about going with the 22-250 for many reasons. It's an even better coyote gun with the right loads. You're getting similar velocities, but with a heavier bullet that is going to shoot flatter over a longer distance. It's got a lot more bullet to take down something like a coyote. If it was more just like sage rats and stuff like that, the 204 might be a little better option. But 22-250 is a very time-tested varmint gun. And with a properly constructed bullet, she could carry this for deer and do just fine. You have to be a little more picky with your shot placement. But in Oregon, all you need is center fire and 22 caliber or bigger to be legal for deer. And a 22-250 definitely fits the bill. Now, for those of you, I can't talk today, that aren't familiar, 22-250 is a very old cartridge. I didn't go look up and see exactly when it was originally developed, but like a lot of cartridges, it had a parent cartridge. The parent cartridge is the 250-3000 Savage, and so what the 250-3000 was is a 25 caliber bullet meant to go 3,000 feet per second, and it was really originally chambered in the Savage 99 lever action rifle, and somebody just decided that that would be a good basis for a varmint caliber, so they took that 25 caliber cartridge and necked it down to 22 caliber, and to honor its heritage of the 250 Savage, they decided to call it the 22-250. So it's a bizarre looking cartridge because the brass, it's a pretty good sized brass. It's similar to a 308 brass or a 243 brass, but it's got such a little teeny tiny bullet. And what we're shooting first here, we've got a couple different things to try out. We're going to do some accuracy testing with a couple different premium ammunitions, and then we're going to do some fun clinking around. We might blow some stuff up with it because when you have that kind of velocity, it's really good at blowing stuff up. So we're gonna test it and see how it shoots, and screw around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
We put, let's see, I bore sighted it by eye, and we did a pretty, I wouldn't call it a rough sighting, but it's pretty close. It's within like half an inch, maybe like half an inch high at 100 yards. So we're fairly well sighted in, but we've literally only shot we've shot 7 rounds out of it to get it sighted in, and that was with a 3-shot group just to verify that we were where we wanted to be. So you're still seeing this pretty fresh. This is far from being a broken-in rifle. So far, it appears to shoot pretty darn well. So we're gonna get set up. I've got my phone scope on my spotting scope, so you can see the target. And we'll come back when we're ready, and we'll show you what kind of accuracy we can get out of this little gun. We'll be right back. All right, up first, she's shooting some Hornady Superformance. This 50 grain VMAX, and this says that it's doing 4,000 feet per second at the muzzle. So let me get my scope cam going, and when Taylor's ready, she can begin shooting. Please try to ignore the little dots that appear on the target cam. They're on, I can't figure out what lens they are. I've cleaned every lens, but they don't go away. So Taylor's going to shoot at one of the outside dots, because that center bullseye has that heavy black ring, and these make such tiny holes. If they go in that black ring, you can't see them. Which one are we going for, Taylor?
Lower left.
Lower left?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one's about 1/4 inch low and about 1 1/4 inches to the right. I don't know if I remembered to mention that this is the heavy barrel version. That one is just short of 1 inch right. Those 2 holes are within, they're, I don't know, probably 3/8 of an inch center to center would be my guess. That one is about 1/4 inch high and 1 1/4 inch right. So we've got a nice little triangle going. There's still probably well less than 1/2 inch spread between them all. Why don't you throw a couple more rounds in that, make that a 5-shot group.
Okay.
Here's some more ammo for you. And then we'll try some other ammo, and then we'll do some goof around shooting. You know, for being a gun that's only had about 10 rounds to it so far, this seems to shoot pretty darn well. But you know, that's kind of the thing about these Axis rifles. That's just what they kind of tend to do. Well, that one jumped directly over top of the bullseye, about 3/4 of an inch high.
It didn't feel good.
Huh?
That one didn't feel good.
Taylor says that one didn't feel good. So she feels like maybe she pulled that one. And that one's about 3/4 of an inch high and about 1/2 inch to the right. Now it could be that we've heated up that barrel with that high velocity ammunition. Well, you know, it's not terrible. Well, let's give it a minute to cool off, and we'll do some more shooting and see how it does. Alright, the gun's had a chance to cool, so now Taylor's going to be shooting some Nosler Ballistic Tip 55 grain boat tail. These say that they're coming out at 3550 feet per second, so I'm not going to be surprised if we see a little bit of a shift in impact. I'm going to get the phone scope going. And whenever you want, Taylor. What dot are you shooting at?
Upper left.
Upper left, okay. I'm betting these are going to hit higher with that heavier grain, maybe, but we'll see. that is exactly 1 inch right and about 1/3 of an inch high. That's an inch high and about 1/3 of an inch right. I would guesstimate those two shots about 3/4 of an inch apart. That one split the difference right in between them.
That's not bad.
Why don't you put 2 more in and make it a 5-shot group? Right now, I mean, it's strung along on a kind of diagonal axis, but I'm guessing we're right about 3/4 of an inch right now. Each one of those lines is an inch. And that went through the same hole as the last shot. Just widened it out just slightly. Landed inside that same line. So we got 5 shots in a nice little diagonal line, and just going by eye, I would say that's about a 3/4 of an inch group, which with an unbroken in rifle with a decent shooter behind it, that's not too bad. So we're going to get reset up and we're going to do some goofing around. We'll be right back. All right, Taylor, so you've got 3 2-liters in front of you at about 25 yards, which if you can't hit those, you got problems. But you got 4 rounds in your gun. So you're going to shoot those 3 2-liters, and then you're going to shoot the 100-yard silhouette, or the 100-yard head, offhand.
I have 3 rounds.
What?
I have 3 rounds in here.
Okay, well shoot the 2-liters and we'll get you more rounds.
Okay.
Ah, dead primer. We got a dud. Go ahead and put the bolt back down. It should be recocked. See if it goes off on the second try.
It
That's
didn't
weird.
load it.
Huh. Need a second hit on that primer. Those little bullets sure blow up those 2-liters good, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's fun.
All right, so we didn't have a light primer strike on that second shot. Taylor explained that when she opened the bolt, it wasn't in chamber, because when she opened it before, it ejected the first round and didn't pick up the second. And that's one thing you have to consider with the Axis. The Axis only comes in 1 length chamber. So it is able to load 30-06 and 270, 25-06, but then also short rounds like 243, 22, 250, 308, 65 Creedmoor. So if you're shooting one of those shorter rounds, you got to make sure that you pull the bolt all the way back, not just enough to eject it. Otherwise, you might not pick up the next round. So that's a good learning experience for you, because you've never had that problem, because your other is a 270.
Yep. You
got to come all the way back anyway. But hopefully somebody sees that and can put that information to use. So Taylor's got 4 rounds in. Taylor's a decent shot offhand. And way out there, I'm going to zoom way in. You can see between the paper targets and the silhouette, there is that little teeny tiny head. It's the same size as a human head. And that is at 100 yards. That's AR-550 steel. So let's see if she can go 4 for 4 on the 100-yard head. Oof. Swing and a whiff.
Real wobbly.
You're wobbly.
Hitting under it.
Oh, we never changed your focus out to 100 yards.
That's really good to change.
So we still had her rifle focus at 25 yards. I'll give her all the excuses I can. Ooh. Oof. Come on, you can do it. Oh. Wow.
I need to work out.
I guess I need to load that thing up and show you how it's done. All right. Taylor went 0 for 4 on the head at 100 yards. Let's see if Dad can do better. That's one miss. That's 2 miss. Okay. Oh! Bonsai! Oh! 2 for 2! Taylor's a double loser.
You got stronger arms than me.
All right. Taylor's awful small, she's awful weak. And this is the heavy barrel version, so it's kind of heavy. I will tell you that Taylor's a very accomplished shooter, and we'll dive into that one of these days. Dad's just able to handle some heavier stuff better. But that's pretty fun. I think we might play around with this thing a lot, and I can't wait to go take you out and try to shoot some coyotes with it. We'll definitely try to get that on film. I think that'll be a good time. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you coming back week after week. Go easy on Taylor in the comments. She already feels bad. No need to rub her nose in it that her old fat dad got 2 on target when she got none. It's not her fault. I mean, it is, but whatever. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching the video, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.